Hey guys, welcome back to another clip of Schach-manuel-lernen. Today we start a new series. It's about my over-the-board games, like with classical time mode with 1.5 hour plus 30 seconds for 40 move, and then half an hour additional for the rest of the game. So yeah, you have a lot of time to think, and that's why it should be more precise than in the online games. But yeah, let's start. Quickly introduction. Here I have the how do you say chess base system, and here I analyze the game because it's my database for all my games that I played so far. So we are white and we play against a stronger opponent. And we start with Clegg system. You knew that already from my streams and from my normal Blitz games. Yeah, nothing special so far. First game after 4 months. So yeah, was really excited to play again. Yeah, d6 normal, d3, a6 that I can't capture his bishop, but he can go back. And now here are these several options. Like we can play the normal stuff with h3, castle, and so on. It's equal position, but I like it. Bishop e3 is what I played. It offers the bishop trade, and with the bishop trade I have semi-open f-file to attack on that. h6 he played to preventing knight g5, but was not the best move. We will see later why he just lost a tempi. So castle, bishop e6. Here again you have two options. h3 is one, queen, king, and then the idea is knight h4, knight f5, and attack here on the king side. I played d4 rather than h3. He took, and then here I had several options like e5, e takes d5, or knight d5. We first check knight, normally e5, knight d4. Yeah, then you would have the same idea again with knight f5. And yeah, also equal again, just different style to play in this situation. The other thing here, you can play queen d3, but then just knight b4 comes and attacks the queen and the pawn, so not really a lot from that. Knight e5, I thought to sacrifice here the exchange. But yeah, I calculated that, and then you just have something less the exchange, and that's why it's not good. The other option would be after takes with pawn, that he could just take here, takes, and this is pretty equal, a bit better for black even, because this pawn is not connected to my other pawns. So I played the third option. I took on d5. Knight takes is quite forced. And now bishop or queen takes. Bishop takes, I have this check, and now I have a bit more activity. Simply because, yeah, you see, instead of h5, h6, he should have castled short. And yeah, that's why I'm a bit better. Now he can't castle. Here's c4, and I have a bit more active position. But he took with queen, and then I thought about some moves, like mainly c3 and b3. c3 is a bit slower, but it consolidates my position, and the idea is knight e5 to take here. But I decided to play b3 for c4 and d5. So he castled long side, c4, d5. Now we will come to the critical point in this situation. He played bishop h3. Now here are a lot of things to calculate, like we see here when we take with bishop we have a check. The knight is attacked, but the pawn is pinned, so I can't take. And if I go away with the knight, his queen is attacked. So I calculated here 3 moves. This one here would have been the best one. Or, yeah, like all 3 moves are winning. But when you're not sure which one is winning, you just have to calculate everything. So his only move is bishop g4. Because if he takes with queen, I can take here as a Zwischenzug with check. King has to go away, I take queen, and then I'm a piece up. So he can't do that. So he's forced to play this move, because any queen move would lose the bishop. And then I would have had the wonderful tactic bishop h3. The idea is, if bishop takes, I take queen. If he's not protecting the bishop, I just win the bishop. And he can't take the queen because the bishop is pinned. And f7 at the end is always hanging. So here he has to protect the bishop, and then the easiest version is just to take here, takes rook f4, knight is pinned, so I can just take here and win a pawn at the end. Plus this rook is really active on the 7th rank, so that should be really good. The other option is when I play rook f5, but this one we analyzed after the game as well, and it's not winning because queen takes, and then yeah, you're even worse. So it was a lot to calculate. By this variation here, bishop h3 I saw, but I evaluated it wrong after take everything, that 1 pawn more is enough, kind of. The other option in this situation was knight e5 with similar idea. He can't take here because then I will win the piece. So he has to take here, and then I could take here. But it's not as good as before because he has counterplay and the queens are still on the board. Yeah, and I played also winning variation, but yeah, I found not all the moves, kind of. I played knight d4. So here he's also forced to play bishop g4, because when you go away with the queen, I will just take here with check and then take here. And here I sacrificed my queen with this move. He has to take the queen, because otherwise if he takes here or something, I can just go away with the queen and then I won a piece. So he took. Now pawn takes here, protected from the bishop. Knight c6, only move is here. If he goes here with king, I can just take here, and then king is in the middle and I'm threatening everything, so that was not possible. And then here I can give this double check, so I won a rook back. And now here, until here it's still 1, so that was good. But here I played the wrong move because I didn't find knight f7. Knight f7 would win because I attack the rook plus the bishop and I win a pawn. So he has to save his rook and he has to go here because if he goes to g8 or e8, I can just take the bishop and then I have a rook and two minor pieces against the queen, which is much better, of course. And then if he plays rook f8, I have this attack here. So I can play discovery check, takes here, and according to Engine this is 1 for white. It's much better, definitely, but it's still a long way to go. It's 2 rooks plus pawn against queen. It's better, but yeah, still a lot to do. But it would have been the winning variation in this line. And my mistake was I took here on d1. Now he takes the knight. And now I can play bishop b7, that I can take the rook here. And now, compared to the variation before, I don't have a pawn more additional, that I have 2 rooks against queen. And this one, yeah, I tried to play a bit against f7, but yeah, was not much to do at the end. He played queen and then was 3 times threefold repetition. Yeah, because king g2 leads to queen e4 and I can't play rook because of g4, g5, a free move for him. And so yeah, at the end it was a draw. Definitely missed opportunity to win, but yeah, I saw the queen sacrifice, that was good, but not all the moves until the end. That was unfortunately. But beside that, I was happy with my first game after 4 months of break. And yeah, next Saturday, the 30th of April, I will have the next game, and then hopefully I will win. And yeah, with these final words, I wish you a good start in the week tomorrow, and looking forward to, yeah, our next clip. See you guys.